Hi, I am Ms. Delia Muhammad Zain, the Module Coordinator for Heritage Conservation Theories, Principle and Practice. This is actually Lecture 2, Part 2 of 3. The topic is Heritage Conservation, Definitions, Ethics, Significance, Value, Appreciation and Awareness. This week's topic is actually divided into 3 parts, and this video is about Part 2. A is for conservation of cultural heritage, B is conservation of natural heritage, C is objective of conservation, and D is aesthetic of conservation, the 7 lamp. So A is tangible cultural heritage. It is conserved due to any of the following reasons. 1 is celebratory and magnificent, 2 is rare and curious, 3 is commemorative and associative, 4 is exemplary and intrusive, and 5 is pleasing and picturesque. So number 1 is celebratory and magnificent, which is associated with pride in national or cultural achievement, symbolic significance, like palaces, mosques, cathedral, and temple. As an example, this is actually the Taj Mahal. It's a cultural pride of India. Another example would be Edinburgh's Castle. It is located in Scotland. So this castle is actually located on top of a hill and is very, very significant to the culture and history of the people in Scotland. The rare and curious means something that survived long history or special technology in terms of design, maybe size and complexity. An example here is the Great Wall of China. It is quite rare and amazing how it was built. It is unique representation of human habitation and also civilization. Okay. Another example is from the Great Pyramid. Looking at this section, it shows the complexity and the technical aspect of the pyramid. So it's not just a big structure, but inside there's a certain layout of the chamber, and there's an air shaft and a passage. Another example of rare and curious is actually, of course, the Stonehenge in England. So it's rare, you don't find it anywhere else, but there are a series of this Stonehenge, and of course we are still curious of why it's existed, it's still there, and what is it for. All right, so we're still doing some research about it. So number 3 is commemorative and associative. Okay, relating to historical events, great figures of nations and civilization. For example, is the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, which served as the resting place of Vietnamese revolutionary leader and President Ho Chi Minh in Hanoi, Vietnam. It is a large building located in the center of Ba Dinh Square, where Ho, chairman of the Workers' Party of Vietnam from 1951 until his death in 1969, read the Declaration of Independence on 2nd September 1945, which established the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Number 4 is exemplary and instructive. So it means that it is referring to the style of architecture, the representative building of a particular era in history or architectural style, or for easier understanding of historical architectural development. Okay, so for example here, by looking at this Strasbourg Cathedral in France, it's actually a representative of a building of a particular era, and where it shows the flying buttress, okay, as part of historical development of architectural buildings and construction. Number 5 is pleasing and picturesque, which relates to subjective feelings of antiquity and peace towards ruins in its natural setting. Creative act to beautify a view by involving picturesque object. Okay, for example, is the Prambanan, Indonesia, a beautiful ancient site. B is natural heritage. It is conserved so that we could exploit any of the following values. Number 1 is scientific values, a reservoir of many forms of life. Number 2 is spiritual value, symbols of spiritual world. Number 3 is aesthetic value, wild settings. Number 4 is heritage value, to understand our past. And psychological value, relief from hectic modern life. 6 is cultural value, inspired cultural creativity. And 7 is intrinsic value, the right to exist. Number 1 is scientific value, a reservoir of many forms of life. For example, the Tia Ozini wetlands. It is under the UNESCO list as migratory bird sanctuaries along the coast of Yellow Sea, Bohai Gulf of China. The site features an intertidal mudflat system considered to be the largest in the world. These mudflats, as well as marshes and shoals, are exceptionally productive and serve as growth areas for many species of fish and crustaceans. Number 2 is the spiritual value or symbol of spiritual world. Kata Tusta is sacred to the local Aboriginal and Anangu people in Australia, who have inhabited the area for more than 20,000 years. It forms an important focus of the spiritual life. Number 3 is aesthetic value or wild settings. The example is the Tubata Reefs Natural Park, which is actually protected. Is a protected area of the Philippines, located in the middle of the Sulu Sea. It is a 97,030 hectare marine protected area in Palawan, the westernmost Philippine province. Tubataha Reef is a 2-atoll coral reef system. The name is derived from 2 words which collectively means long reef exposed at a low tide. Number 4 is heritage value, to understand our past. Carved by the Colorado River, the Grand Canyon, nearly 1,500 meters deep, is the most spectacular gorge in the world. Located in the state of Arizona, it cuts across Grand Canyon National Park. Its horizontal strata retrace the geological history of the past 2 billion years, where there are also prehistoric traces of human adaptation to a particular harsh environment. Number 5 is psychological value, which is the relief from hectic modern life. For example, the UNESCO waterfall in Plivin's Lake National Park, which is located in Croatia. Over thousands of years, the water flowing over the limestone and chalk, and over the years, deposited travertine barriers created natural dams, which in turn have created a series of beautiful lakes, caves, and waterfalls. Number 6 is cultural value, inspired cultural creativity. Okay, as mentioned earlier, this is an example of the honey rice terrace in China. And number 7, intrinsic value, the right to exist. Intrinsic value is the value that an entity has for what it is or as an end. The contrasting type of value is actually instrumental value. Okay, so for example, something that have an intrinsic value is the Taman Negara Malaysia. It is one of the oldest tropical rainforests, which is rich with biodiversity and ecosystem. At least 40% of the world's economy and 80% of the needs of the poor are derived from biological resources. In addition, the richer the diversity of life, the greater the opportunity for medical discoveries, economic development, and adaptive response to such new challenges as climate change. This is as stated in the Convention about Life on Earth, in the Convention and Biodiversity website. C is objective of conservation. Several objectives of conservation are listed below. Number 1 is economic reason. Useful resources capable of serving modern purposes, and income generator for tourism and accommodation. Number 2 is legacy for the future. It is in line with the concept of sustainable development, and we borrow it from the past and we lend it to the future. Number 3, symbol of pride and human achievement, the importance of nation building, and the reminder of the greatness that has passed. Number 4 is for education, for the citizen, for the foreigners and future generation. And it is for the knowledge of history, human settlement, civilization, ancient science of the olden day world, skills, craft, etc. And number 5 is means of historical record keeping. So conservation will be for buildings and sites as a tangible evidence, and large size and full scale archive of things from the past. D is ethics of conservation, the 7 lamps. John Ruskin's 7 lamps of architecture outline moral issues concerning design, architecture, and heritage conservation. The 7 lamps of conservation's ethics are sacrifice, truth, beauty, memory, power, life, and obedience. You can read the details in a special PDF file that will be provided to you on Times. That's the end of part 2. I hope you can continue to watch part 3 in the next video. Thank you.